Hello, Facebook, hello, YouTube, hello, Instagram. Welcome to Divinely Classic. Here we do all things health and fitness. Live video for me, the last time I did it was over a month ago, about 6 weeks. And that's because I've been so poorly. I had this nasty cold that dragged on for a long time. It's only now I'm getting my voice back, and I thought, I need to do a video. I need to say hello to my people. So hi again. Good afternoon from Birmingham, UK. My name is Sewando Saraboy Sangbedo, and I'm the face behind Divinely Classic. By profession, I'm a registered nurse, and I'm also the CEO of Divinely Classic. And there we do all things fitness. We have brand entrepreneurship. We are an entrepreneurship brand where we have products that we sell. So if you check our shop page, you see what we sell. And please try to patronize us. Follow our Instagram handle, our Facebook handle, our YouTube handle. So today, I just had brunch. And the video, I'll be sharing it later, the picture of my meal. I just had brunch. I had 3 eggs. I had an avocado pear and some tomatoes and cucumber, and I was feeling so high, so happy with myself. And then I decided to scroll through Facebook, and then I jumped into this discussion about how much egg we should be eating. I thought, okay, I've only just had eggs myself. Let me see what the hula baloo is all about. And there was this discussion about people eating up to 7-8 eggs a day. Somebody said it was safe. Another person said, oh no, you should be eating 1 egg a day. And somebody said, oh, you should be eating 7 eggs a day. Apparently, a doctor somewhere said you can eat unlimited amount of egg. Egg is a whole food. That's the word they use. Eggs are whole food. So you can eat as much as you can every day. And it got me thinking, is that really correct? We as healthcare professionals, we do encourage eating a varied diet, a healthy, balanced, varied diet. That means you need to eat across all food sources, your carbohydrates, your protein, your fats, your vegetables. And now we are encouraging eat more vegetables. Let vegetable be a part of your diet. And over the time, we have learned that eggs are good source of protein. And I had to do a bit of research. I like my research. I had to do a bit of research about eggs. And eggs, they are inexpensive source of high quality protein. They are 6 grams of protein per egg, which is fantastic. We need protein for our body. Eggs contain vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin B12, vitamin B9, and lutein. These are good nutrients for our body. Eggs are also rich in high fatty acids, which we need for our overall body. I also realized that 1 egg contains 186 milligram of cholesterol. And again, if you read the caption, it's titled Eggs and Cholesterol. How many should we be having a day? Because there's that confusion about how many should I eat. 1, should I eat 2? So 1 egg contains 186 milligram of cholesterol. And I thought, 186 milligram. And how much cholesterol does the health bodies recommend for us to have? According to NICE, NICE is the National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence, which is more or less like the governing body, one of the governing bodies for healthcare in the UK. They suggested that you have approximately 300 milligram of dietary cholesterol. So they didn't specifically say egg. They said 300 milligram of dietary cholesterol. What that means is the cholesterol that you get from your diet. And we get cholesterol from red meats. We get it from our protein. We get it from our fats. We get it from our oils. We get it from our nuts. And then when you've had, you begin to distinguish, which is LDL, which is HDL, which is the bad one, which is the good one. So if just 1 egg will give you 186 of that cholesterol, and you are expected to have approximately 300, mind you, you're going to have your soup, you're going to have your stew, you're going to probably fry the egg. So are we having too much daily? That's the question you need to ask yourself. I'll mention at this point that I decided to check the NHS website just to see what they say about how many eggs we should be having a day. And I dare say there is no clear guideline. They didn't say have 1 egg, have 2 eggs. You know, it was very unclear, basically, about how many eggs you should be having. However, they did advise that you should have it as part of a balanced diet, a varied diet. Don't just eat eggs, eat other things, you know. And I also stumbled on a research done by Zhong et al. 2019, and that research is about egg and its association with cardiovascular diseases and mortality. It wasn't just egg, it was eggs and dietary cholesterol. So when we talk about eggs, we also need to remember egg is not the only source of dietary cholesterol. We do have it from other source of our food. You know, and that study, 2019 study by Zhong et al., it concluded that there was a higher consumption of, it concluded that a higher consumption of dietary cholesterol and egg increases your cardiovascular risk and mortality, you know. And I found that really interesting. And that's a very recent study, not too recent, you might argue. 2019 is 5 years ago. You know, we are almost ending 2024 now. You know, I tried to look for more recent studies. I couldn't. I saw some older studies. That's about the earliest study that I could find. And I will say at this junction that this study was what would be described as a longitudinal study. So it was over a long time. I think 17.5 years they did that study, you know. So they're giving these people, they're taking a group of people and obviously looked at their diet, looked at how much eggs they were having and all that dietary cholesterol. And then about 17.5 years later, they reassessed those people. You know, obviously there wasn't a break. They were obviously looking at them all through that time. But then the final assessment was done. Just 1 is enough to eat daily. Okay, thank you for that. 1 daily, that's your thought. That's very good. You know, but as we get on, we'll see what we came up with. So yeah, the study says that eating eggs, too much eggs, and high cholesterol diets increases your risk of cardiovascular diseases. You know, thank you so much, my darling sister Kemi. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? Please help me share this video. Thank you. So, you know, while I was researching, I was thinking, why is there no clear guideline about how much? Should we eat 1? Should we eat 2? And I also stumbled on another recommendation by Heart UK. Heart UK is a charity that supports people with heart condition. You know, they have up-to-date researches on cardiovascular issues. You know, what they have suggested regarding eggs and dietary cholesterol is that aim for 200 milligram. And remember, 1 egg is 186 milligram. Is it milligram? Let me just confirm. Is it milligram or I'm trying the what you call it? I'm trying to get if it's the right what's the word to use now that I'm using. Yeah, I think it's milligram. Yeah, is it milligram, microgram? Oh gosh, I don't want to mess things up. Anyway, I'll confirm that when I finish this video. So they said aim for 200. Okay, I'll use milligram. I've started with milligram before. So they said aim for 200. And if 1 egg is 186 a day, so that means if I had 1 boiled egg, I've had everything, almost everything I need for the day. They also advised, they said if you have familial hypercholesterolemia, which means if you have a family history of cholesterol, then aim for 200. Yeah. If you have a family history of high cholesterol, probably your mom's got it, your dad's got it, you're at high risk of developing it. So aim for 200 milligram. However, don't let it exceed 300 milligram a day. And I'm thinking I've just had 3 eggs. 186 times 3 eggs. I'm not very good with math, so you try to do that math for me. Imagine how much that will be. So I probably had my daily allowance for cholesterol, or rather dietary cholesterol today, because our bodies do produce cholesterol as well. So that's the recommendation of Heart UK. It says aim for 200 if you're at high risk of cholesterol, and maximum of 300 milligram. After all this, I would say, what do we do? How much egg should we be eating? We are still back to nowhere, and overall, what the NHS said, why they didn't specifically say eat 1 egg, eat 2 egg, what they said was that having too much of one thing in your diet, it leaves less room for other healthy food. And I strongly agree with that. So I'll say this now, foolishly, I have done egg diet before. We're trying to lose weight. I did egg diet straight for 3 days. So I had eggs in the morning, I had eggs in the afternoon, I had eggs for dinner. I would have boiled egg in the morning. Now in the afternoon, I'll have probably fried egg. For dinner, I'll just, so I thought I was doing my body a lot of good. One thing I know, oh gosh, I've got a lot of protein in my system. But why I was doing that, was I also harming my body? Was I giving my body too much of saturated fat? So if you eat eggs that much, we have other healthy food. How do you get those other healthy food in your diet? And NHS also suggested that the way you cook your food, especially egg, especially meat, would determine the amount of cholesterol that it has. So say I had boiled eggs now, the amount of cholesterol that I will get is quite different from somebody that had to fry their egg. So again, mind how you're cooking your food. And they also suggested that you eat more egg whites. And I thought, eat more egg white. Okay, now I understand why people eat more egg white. Because egg whites contain 60% of the protein. Remember, we said an egg has 6 grams of protein. Oh, thank you so much. Hello, Adebanjo. Thank you so much. Hello, my darling sister Moumi. Thank you for being here. So egg white has 60% of the protein, and the yolk, which contains the other 40%, is good, but it has saturated fats, which is obviously going to increase your LDL, which is your low density lipoprotein, which is also known as the bad cholesterol. So you think, okay, if the egg whites got 60%, I'm good with 60%, 60 over 100, that's good. I can have 2 egg whites and I'll have my 100% of the protein that I was meant to get from the dish. So I thought that's a very good one. So overall, my recommendation now from the research, very little research, I didn't really do an extensive research, because it was just one article that I looked at. I did some other mini articles that I looked at, but it was one proper article by Zongetor 2019 that I used. Overall, my recommendation would be eat egg. Eat eggs as part of your normal diet. Don't just eat eggs. Make it varied. Eat egg, vegetables, and everything. And knowing what I know now, I'm going to eat just 1 whole egg daily. I might not eat it daily. I might eat it today. I might not eat it tomorrow. Maybe every other day, because I love eggs. And then I will have the other egg whites. I'll take the yolk, because the issue here is the yolk, which is the inner one. The egg white, no problem. From research, we can have it. It's got 60% of our total protein. And also, if your cholesterol levels are high, limit your eggs to 3 or 4 weekly. If you have high risk of cholesterol, probably your cholesterol high, your family's got the history, then limit it to 3 or 4 eggs weekly. I've seen somebody who said they eat 8 eggs at a go. I'm thinking, how can you eat 8 eggs at a stretch? That is a lot. You might think you're enjoying, you're not really doing your body much good. Again, from the very little research that I have done. So the last recommendation would be to reduce the grease. When I say grease, the fats that you're frying it with. You can brush your pan with oil, but don't make it too greasy. You can boil your egg, you can poach your egg, You know, sometimes you can microwave your egg. I do microwave my egg sometimes, you know, so just reduce how much fat you're having that egg with, and that will reduce the overall cholesterol. So yeah, eat eggs, but don't eat 7 eggs a day. Don't eat 8 eggs a day. You know, don't say, oh, you can eat as much. I strongly disagree with that. You can eat as much eggs as you want. It's whole food, it's healthy, it's protein. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have had 3 eggs that I had today. I wouldn't have, and I don't think I'll be having that much egg again at a go. I would break it down. I'll add other source of protein to it just to reduce how much cholesterol I have in my system. I hope you enjoyed this video. I intend to do more research on it because eggs are good food, but how much should we really be having? I'll do more research and I'll likely do another video on this. So kindly give me a like, kindly give me a share, kindly give me a follow if you see this video, just to get more update from Divinely Classic. And I hope you have a good day. Ciao. Bye bye.